If you've ever turned on your computer, ready to start your day, only to be slapped in the face with a blue screen, you know that sinking feeling in your gut. But don't worry, today we're going to tackle one of the most common and, thank goodness, most fixable of those errors. Yeah, this one right here. Inaccessible boot device. It looks so final, doesn't it? It feels terrifying, but it's usually not a sign that your expensive hardware has kicked the bucket. Nope. It's just a sign that your computer has gotten, well, a little bit lost. So if you are staring at this screen right now, just take a deep breath. We're going to walk through exactly what this thing means and, way more importantly, how to get your machine back up and running. I promise we'll do it step by step. First things first, let's translate this error from computer speak into plain English. You know, once you understand the why, the how becomes a whole lot less intimidating. The key phrase here is boot device. What is that? Simply put, it's your main hard drive or your SSD. It's the home where Windows lives. Every single time you turn on your PC, it has to find that home to get started. So, here's the crucial thing to understand. Inaccessible boot device doesn't mean the device is gone or broken. It just means your computer has lost the instructions, the map, if you will, to find and load the critical files it needs to start Windows. It's kind of like having the right key to your house, but completely forgetting where you live. So what makes a computer suddenly get so confused? Well, it almost always happens right after some kind of change. A Windows update, maybe you installed a new piece of hardware, or you tried to upgrade from an old version of Windows. What happens is the system basically mislabels a critical driver it needs for startup. It puts the map away for safekeeping, and then boom, on the next startup, it just can't find its way home. All right, enough about the problem. Let's get to the solution. We're going to start with the quickest and easiest fix, and honestly, this fixes the problem for a lot of people, so this should always be your first shot. And here's the good news. Windows 10 is actually designed to help you out here. If it fails to boot a few times in a row, it's not going to just keep throwing that blue screen at you forever. It'll automatically load this blue recovery environment. This screen isn't the problem. It's the gateway to the solution. Okay, from that recovery screen, you're going to click Troubleshoot, then Advanced Options, then Startup Settings, and finally hit that Restart button. Your PC will reboot, and you'll see a new menu. From there, just press the number 4 key on your keyboard to get into safe mode. Now, here's the magic part. Once you're in safe mode, you don't actually have to do anything. Just restart the computer normally. This simple process forces Windows to rescan its drivers and basically correct the map. For a lot of people, that's literally all it takes. So, did that work for you? If it did, fantastic. You're all set, problem solved. But if you're still stuck in that frustrating loop, don't worry, we've got a plan B. There is a more powerful, more definitive solution we can turn to next. This next step is what we call the ultimate fix. Now, it's more involved for sure, but it essentially gives your computer a completely fresh start. It just wipes out whatever weird configuration error was causing the problem in the first place. This quote really gets to the heart of why this fix is sometimes necessary. You might be in that endless loop where the computer just restarts and restarts and never even gives you a chance to get to that recovery screen. If that's you, then a clean installation is going to be your path forward. But before we go any further, let's be crystal clear about the trade-offs. The safe mode fix is fast and it keeps all your files safe. The ultimate fix, the reinstall, is a clean, permanent solution. But, and this is absolutely critical, it requires you to have a backup of your important files because this process will wipe the drive clean. So, how do you do it? You'll need a working computer for this part. Go to Microsoft's official website and download their media creation tool. It's a simple little program that will walk you through creating a bootable USB drive with a fresh copy of Windows 10. Then you just plug that USB drive into the broken computer, tell it to boot from the USB, and follow the on-screen instructions. It'll guide you through the whole clean install. Okay, now that we've covered the fixes, let's talk about prevention for a second. There's one key piece of advice from experienced users that can help you avoid this whole mess down the road. And here it is. A lot of these boot errors happen when people try to upgrade an old installation, like Windows 7, directly to Windows 10. The systems are just really different, and all those leftover files and drivers can cause chaos. So the takeaway is pretty clear. When you're moving to a major new version of Windows, a fresh, clean installation is almost always the more stable, more reliable choice. And so, we end with this question. You've fixed the problem. Your PC is humming along again. Awesome. But this whole experience is a powerful reminder, isn't it? Technology can be unpredictable.
The real question now isn't just about fixing this one error, it's about being prepared for the next issue. Is your data backed up and ready for whatever comes next?